Right. Okay, guys. Good morning and welcome back. I want you to turn on the videos and wait, but I'm not forcing. Better if you can stay with the videos. Huh? Right. Hope you guys are doing well. You know the current situation in country is not good. Many floods and landslides. Many more cases. Even too hard to watch the news. Right. I think around more than 200, 300 death cases, and still there are many missing persons. Right. Then even I can't stay at home. I went around Maharagam and everywhere to district to help them. Yesterday even I came today morning around 1 a.m. and even Saturday as well I was at Maharagam to help them. So if you are having any matter, if you are not comfortable with, I know no, most of the students are not in here, but when you are watching the recordings, if you missed your notes or any other thing, contact me. I'll give my best support for you. Right. So right. Okay. So what I suggest, stay with the videos. Right. Okay. Now I have already shared the paper with you. Right. So I'm giving you like 45 minutes to answer the question paper, right? So what is my plan today? Today we can discuss only the first paper. So the first paper will be discussed. I'm giving you 45 minutes to write the answers for the first paper, and then after that I'm going to discuss the answer. Easy creative, send me a thumbs up. Oh, I want the active participation. Hello. If not, too bad. Huh? Even we prepared the paper. right? ගොඩක් මහන්සිලා මේක හදලා තින්නේ. ඒක නිසා ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ සපෝට් එක ඕනේ. වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරගෙන හොඳට අහගෙන ඉන්න. කනෙක්ෂන් ඉෂුව තියෙන අය ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. අනිත් අය actively participate වෙන්න ඕනේ. මම chat එකට දාලා තියෙන paper එක. You can see the paper now, right? Paper is already available in the chat box, right? So now even in the free groups as well, you can see the paper. So both first paper and second paper are there, but today I'm going to discuss on with you only the first paper, right? So now I'm going to give you 45 minutes to answer the question paper. Make sure to answer the question paper within 45 minutes, right? All good? Send me a thumbs up. Right? Okay, now I'm going to put the countdown. If you're having any matter, let me know. Right? So now normally we give 1 hour to write the answers, but in here I'm giving only 45 minutes to write the answers. Right? Put the practice in nothing. Read. Okay, now හතරට දැම්මා workings එක ලිව්වා, right? Trace and death දැම්ම ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න. Right? If you got any matter. Paper A typing mistakes ඇති ළමයි මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අන්න එහෙම පොඩ්ඩක් අහන්න. Zoom live YouTube live එකකුත් යනවා ළමයි දාලා තියෙන chat. Send me a WhatsApp message if there is any case. Countdown started. 45 minutes remaining. Go ahead. If there's any case, send me a message. Right? Or unmute and tell me no issue. I'm here. And ask if there's any matter. Send it to the chat box. 35 minutes remaining. Stay with the videos, huh? 31 minutes remaining. 30 minutes more. All good. Send me a thumbs up. Hello. Oh, පන්තින ළමයිනුත් වීඩියෝ නෑ. හැමෝටම කනෙක්ෂන් ඉෂුවද? ඔබාන කට්ටිය right. කරගෙන යන්න. minutes more. 50 minutes more. The accounts part වල උත්තර ලියන්න. Minutes more. Stay with the videos. Huh? If there's any concern, let me know. All good? Send me a thumbs up again. I want thumbs ups. All right. Okay. Nice.
Jangir.
Minute more, right? Stay with the videos. If there's any concern, let me. Right. Thumbs up. Time's up. Okay. Send me a thumbs up, guys, again. Time's up. Can you hear me? Right. All. Hope you can hear me, right? I want to see everyone as well, right? Okay. Let's start the discussion. I'm going to start the discussion. So let's discuss the answers, right? So now answer the question number 1 to 5 based on the below scenario. This is kind of a 1 to 5 questions are extracted from past paper. I think we did this one in the class as well. Let's see. Nalin, an engineer. Uh, I'll draw a mind map in here, right? So if there's any concern, you can ask her or you send it to the chat box. Nalin, an engineer, resides in Rosvilla apartment after completing his doctoral studies. He conducts a domestic solar panel manufacturing and distribution business as Vijaya Solar Panel. Sunflower Private Limited supply raw materials for the production constantly. Supun help for the manufacturing activities. The products are distributed through the chain of Tech City supermarket owned by Ruan. Now, when it comes to this question, you can see there are some many parties in here. Better to draw some mind map. Now, you can see this is all about the Nalin. Nalin is the owner of Nalin resides in Rosvilla apartment. Now, Nalin resides in Rosvilla apartment, right? He owned a business called Vijaya Solar Panel. Vijaya Solar Panel is Nalin's business. So, Nalin concerned as the owner of this business. All good? Right? Nalin concerned as the owner of this business. Now, Sunflower Private Limited supply raw material. If we take about the Sunflower Private Limited, this is the supplier of the business, supplier. Now, when we take about Supun help for the manufacturing. So, when we take about the Supun is the employee of this business, right? And products are distributed to the chain of Tech City supermarket. When we take about the Tech City supermarket, this is kind of a customer of this business. Why? Products are distributed through this one. So Tech City supermarket concerned as the customer of this business, right? All good. Send me a thumbs up. Now, this Tech City supermarket owned by Ruan. Ruan is the owner of the Tech City supermarket. You can see this is kind of a map including all the things. Then you can answer the questions easily. Let's see the first questions one by one. In the above case, Nalin has fulfilled his housing need from. Nalin resides in Rosvilla Lodge. The Rosvilla apartment. So the Rosvilla apartment is the answer. Rosvilla Lodge, right? So this is the answer. Nalin has fulfilled his housing need from Rosvilla Lodge. Select the answer which includes only the external environment factor of the Vijaya solar panel. When we take about the internal and external, internal environment, there are only owner, manager and employee. So Nalin and Supun, Nalin is the owner of the Vijaya solar panel. Supun is the employee of the Vijaya solar panel. So both are in the internal. They are asking about in the external. So the answers with Nalin and Supun we can cut off because those are internal environment factor things. So the answer is Ruan and Sunflower Private Limited Company. Ruan is the owner of the Tech City supermarket and Sunflower Private Limited is the supplier. So those both parties are in the external environment. Are you okay up to here? All good? Right? Nice. So Vijaya Solar Panel business, the chain of Tech City supermarket. When it comes to Tech City supermarket, it is the kind of a customer. Customer is in the external environment. So it is an opportunity to the business. So we can take the answer an opportunity. Right? So an opportunity. Number 4, an example for the capital which is production factor of Nalin's business. So capital of the Nalin's business. What is the Nalin's business? Vijaya solar panel. Capital means what? This is not the accounting capital. Accounting capital means owner's investments or the owner's beginning equity. So in here, capital means man-made things because these are business studies. This comes under the factors of production. right? So the building of the Tech City supermarket, the Nalin's business is Vijay Solar Panel. The building of the Tech City supermarket, Tech City supermarket is the customer. The customers building is that customer's capital. It's not the Vijay Solar Panel business capital, right? We can't take the answer. So the building of the Sunflower Private Limited, Sunflower Private Limited is the supplier. The building belongs to Sunflower Private Limited is that business capital. So it's not concerned as the Vijay Solar Panel business capital. So we can't take the answer as well. The apartment of Rosvilla, the Rosvilla lodge, the apartment resides by the Nali. So it's not belongs to the Vijay Solar Panel. Deka deka. Vijay Solar Panel එක Vijay Solar Panel business එකට අයිති දෙයක් නෙමෙයි ඕන එක දේවල් ඕන එක personal දේවල්. So we can't take it as the business capital, right? The building of the Vijay Solar Panel, yes, that is the answer. The building of the Vijay Solar Panel is the Nalin's business is the Vijay Solar Panel. The building belongs to the Vijay Solar Panel is that business capital. Easy, clear to you? Again, faster. You need to answer all the questions. Huh? All good? Right. Now the next one. A reason for Sunflower Private Limited Company to be interested in the Vijay Solar Panel business, reason for the Sunflower Private Limited, Sunflower Private Limited is what? Supplier. Why supplier envins an interest to the business, to obtain dividend. This is grade 11 thing is the dividend. Dividend means dividend receive for the shareholders. Company owners ලා taken shareholders ලාට return එකක් විදියට හම්බෙන්නේ dividends. So that is not the answer. So to obtain dividends, the obtain dividends interested by the shareholders. To get continuous orders, that is the answer. To get continuous order, that's why supplier envies an interest to the business to get the continuous orders. Hope it's clear to you. Let's go to the other one. Mr. Gihan, a well-known businessman in the city, employs 10 skilled and unskilled workers in the bookstore he runs under his name, and he hopes to provide special training to motivate the unskilled workers. There are two other bookstores located in the same school in this bookstore, right? Okay, there are two other bookstores located in near to that. Answer the question number 6, 7, 8 based on the above scenario. What is the strength of Mr. Gihan's business? Strength. Unskilled workers are not strength, it is a weakness. Competitors are in the external, it is a threat. Trained workers are in the internal, so it is a strength. School is an opportunity to the business because it's in the external environment. Not an external environment factor. Teachers are the Gihan's business external environment. School students external. Other bookstore, the competitors are external. Mr. Gihan is the owner of the business. Owner of the business we concern as an internal party. So it is in the internal environment. So it is not an external environment factor. The human need fulfilled by this business: school equipment, knowledge, employee development, education. The answer is education. Why? Education is the human need fulfilled by this business because they sell what? They sell 10 skill worker book. It is a bookstore, so we can take the answer education. Are you okay up here? Send me a thumbs up. Sometimes in the examination they can ask you like this: what is the want of this business, right? So there are two things, needs and wants, right? එක අවුරුද්දක පාස් පේපර් යහුවා need කියන්නේ want මේ business එක මොකක් හරි exam මේ paragraph එකක් දීලා ඒගොල්ලෝ අහනවා මේකෙන් satisfy කරන want එක මොකක්ද කියලා, right? එතකොට want එකයි need එකයි දෙකක්. curd ගැන අහලා තිබ්බේ, curd ගැන scenario එකක් දීලා want එක යහුවාම curd ම තමයි, right? එතකොට need එක food, want එක curd ම තමයි, right? ඒක පටල ගන්න, right? Right. Any concerns up to here? Any concerns? Fifth one answer, please. Okay, wait, I'll show you. Fifth one answer, please. See the answer. ඒ වගේ මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න. See the answer for the fifth one. Right. 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 Let's see the question number 10. ප්‍රශ්න දිනනවා අහන්න. I want the active participation now. If not, it's too much both. Very bad. Right. Second and third answer, please. Second answer and the third answer. Second one and the third one. For the second one, the answer is number 2. For the third one, the answer is number 3. Right? Okay. All good? Others? Any concern? All good? Right? So how about the holidays now? I mean, how about the holidays? හොඳින් ඉන්නවද නැත්නම් අවුලෙන්ද ඉන්නේ? ගොඩක් අය ඉතින් අවුලෙන් ඉන්නේ මේ යන කේස් එකත් එක්ක නේ. Right? Right. Answer question number 9. 9 answer still we haven't discussed. Now I'm going to discuss the 9. Okay. Right. Let's start the question number 9. A private sector business organization that aims to make profit. Private sector. You know, state companies are public sector, profit motive business. Partnership are private sector, for profit business. Cooperative society, public sector, not for profit organization. Associations, private sector, not for profit organization. Right? Which of the following factor cannot, so the answer is partnership. Which of the following factor cannot be used to classify the business organization? How we classify the business organization? Based on the ownership, based on the objective, based on the third one, based on the scale, right? Based on the scale. So out of this, we can't take the management. You know, this is not a criteria which we use to classify the business organization, right? This is one of the factor which we concern, you know, to select a business organization type. Factors to be concerned when selecting a business organization. Understand? Right? The minimum number of members in a certain business organization is 10. The act that included is, what is the answer? You know, in the cooperative society business category, the minimum number of members are 10. So what is the act number? Cooperative Society Act number 5 of 1972. Right? Cooperative society, the minimum number of members are 10. The factors to be considered when choosing a suitable business organization: profit, who manage, ownership, number of employees. What is the answer? Who manage, right? Profit, ownership, number of employees. So there are 3 criteria. You know, who manage the business and the motive, as well as the business organization, you know, the sector, right? Right. Which of the following objectives does the government expected from the business? To ask whether it contributes to social welfare, price determination, provision of credits, creation of employment opportunities. You know, mainly you can take the answer either 1 or 4. I can give the answer correct for 1 or 4 both, right? So not the price determination. In here, like, the answer is provision of credit, means the in here it says the subsidies, right? Sahanadara. right? So you can give the answer. Okay, for both. The assigned tasks would be carried out properly in a business, by whom? By employees. Employees. Any concerns? 6 or 7. Around 50 hours. Answer for the question number 6 and 7. Just wait. These are the answers. Right? All good? Send me a thumbs up. So can't we get the 12? Ownership. Mm, ownership. The best answer is who manage. Uh, yeah, it's also okay. එකටත් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. අවුලක් නැහැ. Based on the ownership. Yes. Okay. Right? The type of business organization that maximum number of members is determined by the Companies Act number 7 of 2007. What is the category? In the partnership, the maximum number of partners in the partnership are 20. That was decided by the Companies Act number 7 of 2007. So the answer is partnerships. Right. The Women's Society of Gurugalla village is a great comfort to the rural people living there. The characteristics of societies. A women's society is a profit oriented business. This is all about, they are discussing about uh, associations, right? Associations is not a profit motive business. There is a democratic governance. It is all about the cooperative societies, right? A business aim at members welfare. That is the answer. Associations aimed at a members welfare. Profit are shared equally, no? Right? A business is which is government owns the entire ownership or the majority of the ownership. Govern state corporations, state departments are fully owned by the government, but full or majority ownership in the state corporations. Government departments full ownership with the government, right? State companies either the same thing. Then the incorporated companies also okay. You can take state companies as well in here, right? Yes. State corporations and state companies both are right. Next one. The act mentioned regarding the maintenance of a written partnership agreement between the partners of a partnership. According to the Prevention of Fraud Ordinance, if the partners are invested, the total more than 1,000, there should be a written agreement to prevent the disputes uh, arise among between the partners. So the answer is Prevention of Fraud Ordinance. The management of an incorporated company is carried out by, the format of the incorporated company. First, there are shareholders. Among shareholders, they elect a director board through voting powers, because on behalf of, to act on behalf of the shareholders. When it comes to public limited companies, there are many shareholders. So because of that, so when they are take decisions, there can be different arguments. To minimize the arguments, they elect a director board. Director board is the one take decisions on behalf of the shareholders. Director boards also comprises with the shareholders. So the shareholders, then director board, then the managers, then the employees. That is the structure of the incorporated company. So we can take managers. Sometimes you may think the director board as well. Director board like give advices to the management, right? There is an advantage that cannot be obtained by registering the business name. It provides identity, availability of loan, easy to obtain government incentives, confirming the ownership of the business name. Easy to obtain government incentives, okay. Confirmation of ownership of the business name, okay. It provides identity. Availability of loans means it means the easy to obtain loans, right? So it provides identity. දැන් මෙතන identity ඒ දෙකම තියෙනවා. අපි ගත්තොත් එහෙම මෙතන easy to obtain loans is okay, but in here it says the availability, right? අන්න ඒකයි පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙන්නේ. It provides identity. Identity means there is no only legal personality, right? So අපිට ඒකත් වැරදි ළමයි. Availability of loans කියන එක ඔයා නිකන් අර register කරාම loan තියෙනවා කියන එක නෙමෙයි, easy to obtain loans. Understood? Send me a thumbs up. තව එකක් මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ, මේ පේපරේ හදන්න ලොකු සපෝට් එකක් දුන්න අපේ කොමර්ස් උගන්නන අනිත් මිස්, මේ අපේ සුබානි මිස් ඉස්සුත් එන්න හිටියාද. එතකොට මේ මිස්ට එන්න බැරි වුණා. ඒකට හේතුව මිස්ටර්ගේ කොම ෆ්ලඩ්ස් දාලා තියෙන. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා අද අපි කතා කරන්නේ ෆස්ට් පේපර් එක විතරයි. සෙකන්ඩ් පේපර් එක අපි රෙකෝඩින් එකක් විදියට එවන්නේ. රෙකෝඩ් එක ඩිස්කස් කරද්දි මිස් සපෝට් එකක් දෙයි. රයිට් මිස් මොනවාද රෙකෝඩ් එක කරද්දි හරියට දෙන්න. Right? Okay. Right. Which of the following is now the accounting parts we are starting? We are starting the accounting part. Which of the following is not a characteristics of an asset? What are the characteristics of assets? Arose as a result of past transaction, inflow of future economic benefits, controlled by the business. So the answer is what? What is not the characteristics? Existence of present obligation, that is the characteristics of liabilities. Which of the following is a reduction of liability? Receive 25,000 from debtor Kamal. When we receive cash from Kamal, cash asset decrease, debtor Kamal asset decrease. It is not a reduction in liability. The owner uses personal car for the business, so motor vehicle asset increase, capital equity also increase because it's invested by the owner. Paid 5,000 to creditor Sunil, cash asset decrease, creditor Sunil liability decrease. That is the answer. Obtain car on credit. You know, when we obtain a car, motor vehicle asset increase, the car loan liability increase. That car loan liability means this is not the trade creditor, it is also increase, right? Just remember, you know, to have the clear idea about stocks and the non-current assets, right? Just remember, stocks means something we purchase for the reselling purpose, right? ගොඩාක් අය එක්සෑම් එකේ වරද්ද ගන්න දෙයක්. නැවත විකිණීමේ පරමාර්ථයෙන් ගන්නේව තමයි අපි stocks of the goods කියලා කියන්නේ. තේරුණා? දාන්න බාන්න thumbs up එක. right? නැවත විකිණීමේ පරමාර්ථයෙන් ගන්නේව තමයි stocks of the goods කියලා කියන්නේ. right? Okay. Due to expenses of a business, what will happen? Due to expenses of the business, you know, when expense increase, net profit decreases. Net profit decreases means equity also decreases. So the answer is equity decrease. Among the answers, liability decrease, revenue decrease, current liability decrease, we can't take those things, right? Which of the following is not a non-current assets? Stapler, calculator, debtor, office desk. We can take the answer as debtor. So in here, sometimes we may think, sir, then we can concern the stapler as an expense. සමහරට stapler එක අපි අර value එක අඩු නිසා අපි EL වලදී ඕක වෙන මෙහෙම identify කරන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් අපි මෙතන ලොකුවට කතා කරන්නේ නැති නිසා ඒක එන්න, right? $25, right? If there is any concern, let me know. Are you okay up to here? I want thumbs ups again. Need thumbs ups again. Right? Hope all good. Right. Okay. Nice. Sudhir, the owner of a retail store, took rice worth of 2,500 from the store for his personal use. Now, just remember in here, owner took the business goods. දැන් ඕක හොඳට identify කරන්න. එක අවුරුද්දක exam එකේ ඇහුවා. දැන් ඔයා දන්නවා මෙහිම එකක්. Stocks means what? Something we purchase for the reselling purpose, right? Something we purchase for the usage purpose, we consider it as a non-current asset. It's not the stocks. Stocks are current assets because within 12 months it's converted into cash. Non-current assets are for the long-term usage. For an example, if we purchase a table for the business manager's usage, it is not a trade good. Why? That table is for the usage purpose. It is a non-current asset. But if we purchase now, this is now think about if a furniture manufacturing business purchase the furniture for the reselling purpose. So that is a stocks. We consider it as a stocks because it's for the reselling purpose. Just remember, එක ගොඩක් අය පටල ගන්න. දෙන ගාන අනුව බලන්න මොකක්ද. ඒ වගේම in the accounting equation, stocks are assets, it's obvious. But from the double entry onwards, stocks we categorize into two. Purchase expense. When we purchase the stocks, we consider as purchase expense increase. When we sell the stocks, we consider as sales income increase. But I'll explain that. 20-second, right? When we purchase goods, we consider as purchase expense increase. When we sell the stocks, we consider sales income increase. Just remember, when we purchase the good, we debit the purchase account. When we sell the goods, we credit the sales account. Why? Though the stocks are assets, there is no stock account in the ledger. අයියේ ගන්නේ 100ට නම් විකුණන්නේ අඩුම 100කට රුපියලක ප්‍රොෆිට් එකක් හොයන්න. නිසා ගන්න එක ගන්නට විකුණන්නේ තව ගන්නකට. ඒක නිසා ගන්න එකයි විකුණන එකයි ගණන් දෙකක් නිසා අපි ස්ටොක්ස් ගත්ති පර්චේස් account එකේ දානවා ඩෙබිට් පැත්තේ ස්ටොක් සෙල් කරද්දි සේල්ස් account එකේ දානවා. එකම account එකේ ඩෙබිට් ක්‍රෙඩිට් දානවා වෙනකොට ගන්න එක පර්චේස් ඩෙබිට් කරනවා විකුණන එක සේල්ස් ක්‍රෙඩිට් කරනවා. දාන්න බන්න thumbs up එකක් තේරෙනවා. මතක තියාගන්න. Stocks assets is obvious, but to calculate the profit earned through stocks, we need to concern stocks purchase as expense, sales as income. Income minus expenses is the net profit, right? Now, this is accounting equation. So, in accounting equation, we consider stocks the assets, right? So, assets equal equity plus liability, right? Owner took 2,400 for his personal use rice. So, 2,400 stocks for the goods. When owner withdrew goods, we concern as drawings. Drawings means equity decreases. Four things change the equity. Expense decrease the equity. Drawings decrease the equity. Income increase the equity. Additional capital also increase the equity. Hope it's clear to you. Right? If there's any concern, let me know. So the answer is asset decrease and the equity decreases. So the answer is number 4. I got a concern, sir. Can you explain the 20-second again? 20-second. Let me see. Now I told you expense means what? There are 4 things affect to the equity, right? Capital or the additional capital increase the equity, right? Then drawings decrease the equity. Net profit increase the equity. Net profit means income minus expenses. Business එකට income හම්බෙන්න profit එක වැඩි වෙන නිසා equity වැඩි වෙනවා. මොකද difference between income and expenses is the net profit. Income හම්බෙන්න profit එක වැඩි වෙනවානේ. Profit එක වැඩි වෙනවා කියන්නේ ඕනගේ ownership එකත් වැඩි වෙනවා. Profit එක ඕනටනේ. Expense වැඩි වෙනවා කියන්නේ business එකේ profit එක අඩු වෙනවා. Profit එක අඩු වෙනවා කියන්නේ ඕනගේ ownership එකත් අඩු වෙනවා. ඒ profit expense වැඩි වෙනවා කියන්නේ profit අඩු වෙන නිසා. Profit අඩු වෙනවා කියන්නේ equity අඩු වෙනවා. තේරුණාද? right? 26. Let's go to the 26. Right. Based on the information given below, how much additional capital did the owner invested? Now you know closing equity of the business equal capital plus additional capital minus drawings plus net profit. If there's a net loss, we deduct it. Now in here, capital is 358,500. They are asking about the additional capital, which means X. There is no any drawings. So income is, or the revenue is 254,620. Expenses means 128,300. Closing equity is 559,820. Now they are asking about this one, so I'm keeping this one in the same side, taking all the things to the opposite side. 559,820. When we take this one to the this side, you know it converted as a minus 358,500. So 0 no need to take. Plus when we multiply by here, it's also plus. Plus into minus is also minus when we multiply. 300 in here. When we take this one to here, 254,620. So plus 128,300. When we take about, you get the answer as how much? 75,000, because I did this one for the Sinhala medium. So I think the answer is 75. All good? Send me a thumbs up. Who got the answer 75? Put, send me a thumbs up. 75,000. Anyone? If you got a different answer, let me know. Right? So the answer is number 1. Answer is number 1. An example of a revenue account is loan interest account, fixed deposit interest account, insurance premium account, building account. You know, when we obtain a loan, we need to pay interest. When we are paying interest, it is an expense. Fixed deposit, we open a fixed deposit and we receive interest. When we receive interest, it is an income. So the answer is number 2. Insurance premium account is an expense account because we are paying. Building account is an asset account. Hope it's clear to you. Right. If there's any concern, let me know. Huh? Right. All good? Any concerns up to here? No, right? Okay. So let's go with the question number 28. If there's any concern, let me know. Right? Hope there is no any concerns up to here, right? Right. Okay. Let's see the question number 28. While preparing the trial balance of Sahan's business as on 31st December 2024, the total in the debit column was 5,000 more than the total in the credit column, and the difference was recorded in the suspense account. What could be the accounting error that caused this difference? You know, recently I did the free seminar of error correction. The video is also available in the YouTube channel. You can watch. Now you can see when we take about the debit side and the credit side, the, the total of in the debit column was 5,000 more than the total in the credit column, which means debit is higher than the credit, the trial balance by 5,000. 5,000 means, you know, credit side is was the higher lower value side. So we take suspense account balance 5,000 as trial balance different to the credit side. Send me a thumbs up. Why? Debit side was more than the credit side. So credit side is the lesser, lower value side. So we open a suspense account by writing 5,000 in the credit side of the trial balance, and we take the balance to the suspense account credit side. Now they are asking what is the error. The error can be sometimes we recorded lesser in the credit side of an account, or sometimes we have recorded higher something in the debit side. Let's see. Sales of 5,000 was omitted from the books. Sales 5,000 omitted from the books means there's missing, there's something wrong. Sales account of 5,000 was omitted from the books. Not the sales, this should be changed as sales account. If it is sales account, you know, sales account balance is goes to the credit side of the sales account. So sales account omitted from the books means credit side will be the lower value side, because one credit account, the balance in the sales account balance in the credit side, credit පැත්තේ තියෙන balance එකක් තියෙන account එකක් අයින් වුණා කියන්නේ sales account එක නැති වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ trial balance එකේ credit පැත්ත මදි වෙනවා. දැන්ට අපි මේක තියමු. This should be the answer. Purchase of 5,000 recorded only in the cash book. You know what is the double entry of purchase? Cash book credit, purchase account debit. So purchase account not recorded debit side, right? So you know, because of this one, purchase of 5,000 recorded only in the cash account means cash account credit, not debited the purchase account. Purchase account එක debit කළා නැහැ කියන්නේ trial balance එක debit entry අඩු වෙනවා. debit entry අඩු වෙනවා කියන්නේ trial balance එක හදද්දි debit පැත්ත මදි වෙනවා. debit පැත්ත මදි වෙනවා කියන්නේ suspense account එකේ debit පැත්තට තමයි balance එක එන්නේ. තේරුණාද? දාන්න බලන්න තමයි. So this is not the answer. Right? All good? Again, I want the thumbs ups, right? Sales of 2,500 recorded as debit in the sales account. Then අපි ගත්තොත් cash sales ගත්තොත් නැත්නම් cash or credit sales, cash or debtor account debit 5,000. Sales account should be credit 5,000. ඒකත් දාලා තියෙන්නේ debit පැත්තේ. ඒකත් debit පැත්තේ දාලා තියනවා කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? Credit entries දෙකම debit දාලා කියනවා කියන්නේ credit පැත්තට අඩු වෙනවා 10,000. ඇයි මං කියලා දුන්නෝ. එකම දෙපැත්තෙම දැම්මොත් credit පැත්තේ අඩු වෙනවා 10,000. So this is not the answer. Suspense account එකේ credit පැත්තේ. Purchase of 2,500 recorded as a credit in the purchase account. Purchase උත් එහෙමයි. Cash purchase කරත් credit purchase කරත් cash account or creditors account credit. Purchase account should be debit. හැබැයි purchase account එකේ credit දාලා තියෙනවා කියන්නේ entries දෙකම credit පැත්තේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ trial balance එක හදද්දි debit පැත්තට මදි වෙනවා 5,000. මේ ගානේ දෙගුණය debit පැත්තට මදි. Right? So උත්තරේ වෙන්නේ the answer is number 1. It should be corrected as sales account. Sales account 5,000 was omitted from the books. A document issued to a paying party confirm the receipt of money by the business. You know the answer is receipt. Receipt. Next one. This is all about the petty cash. This is all about the petty cash. Petty expenses. Now you can see in January 2025 was 2,890, and the petty cash had the balance of 110 as of 31st December 2025. If the petty cash interest is increased by 5,000 from 1st of February 2025, the amount to be paid by the principal cashier, which means the main cashier, it should be right. Uh, on that date will be, when we take about the timeline, there are two times, January and the February, right? So petty cash expenses from the January month was 2,890, right? Balance 110. එවාට පේනවා මේකෙන් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? දැන් ඉම්ප්‍රෙස් එක දීලා නැහැ. අපිට ඉම්ප්‍රෙස් එක හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. ඇයි? එතන ඔයාට අම්මා ගානක් දුන්නා. ඔයාට අම්මා දුන්න ගාන මතක නැති එක ඔයාට හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. වියදම් කරපු ගානයි ඉතුරු ගානයි දෙකේම ටෝටල් එක. You know that is 3,000. 3,000. Right? From the February onwards, this should be increased by 500. So from the February onwards, the interest. Can hear me now, right? All good? අන්තිමට කොතනද ඇහුනේ? Send me a thumbs up. Can you hear me, guys? All good? අන්තිමට කොතනද ඇහුනේ? You can see expense 2,890. The remaining balance on January was 110. So then you can find the January interest by taking the total of these two. If the February interest should be increased by 500, so the interest is 3,500. So on the February month, so at the end of the January month, how much should be the reimbursement? January ගෙදම් කරපු ගානයි වැඩි වෙච්ච 500 දෙකේම ටෝටල් එක තමයි ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක වෙන්නේ. මේ දෙකේම ටෝටල් එක 3,390. Hope it's clear. Up to MCQ number 30 done. 31. The bank has informed that the check 505,000 received from a debtor Krishan has been dishonored. What is the correct double entry to account for the dishonored check? Now this is what? This is regarding deposited check was dishonored. So when the deposited check was dishonored, bank account credit, relevant debtors account debit. Why? When we deposited, we debit the bank account. So when it dishonored, bank account credit, relevant debtors account debit. So Krishan's account debit by 5,500, bank account credit by 5,500. The double entry rule used by the bank in recording transactions in the bank account are, liability principle. Bank use the liability principle, right? Bank को use कराने liability principle. So answer for the question number. What is the price? 30. For 30, the answer is 3,390. This I told you, right? The answer is 3,390. The total of these two, 3,390. The total of these two, 3,390. The total of the amount expense on the January month as well as the increase amount, 3,390. Hope all good, right? So we answer up to question number 32. 33. The most accurate statement regarding the trade discounts. Right now, in here, bank concern our money as a liability. Why? When we deposit money, bank liability increase. So that's why they send a message as your account has been credited. When we withdraw money from the bank, bank liability decrease. That's why they send you a message as your account has been debited. The liability decrease principle is debited, right? The most accurate statement regarding the trade discounts, there are two types of discounts: trade discounts and the cash discounts. Trade discounts are not taken into accounts, cash discounts are taken into accounts, right? So the answer. uh, Trade discounts are happening when we purchase and the sales of goods. Cash discounts are happening when we settle the creditor, or when we receive money from the debtor, we give the cash discount. The answer is trade discounts are not recorded. The others are about all the cash discounts. Others are all about cash discounts. Let's go to the 33 then. 34 and 35. The transaction considered in preparing the adjusted bank account. Unpresented check we concern in the bank reconciliation. Deposited but not cash checks. Deposited but not realized. It is also bank reconciliation. Payment on standing orders is okay. Damage checks we are not taking. The correct double entry for discounts received. The double entry of discount received. Discount received account credit, creditors account debit, right? So debit, discount received account, sorry, debit, creditors account, credit, discount received account. Hope you can remember the double entry. Just remember the double entry of discount received and the discount allowed. When it comes to discount received account credit, creditors account debit, discount allowed account debit, debtors account credit, right? So 36, 37 I'll keep. So 38. Entries are made in the general journal. The journal entries to correct errors. That is the answer. Error correction entries are put in the general journal. I'll do 36, 37 later because there are some mistakes in here. Purchase of machine on credit. Sales of uh, merchandise on credit. Merchandise means the stocks in here, right? Purchase of office desks for the office use of the business for cash means it goes to the cash book, right? So this is a purchase journal, this is sales journal, this is on the cash book. 39. The journal entry to correct the error of recording the balance of the electricity expense account 3,200 on the credit side of the trial balance. Now when we take about this one, if there's any concern, let me know, right? Now what has happened? When we prepare the trial balance, right? The electricity expense account should be recorded on the debit side, but mistakenly we recorded on the credit side. Credit side means when we are preparing the trial balance, there will be like more than this one. Again, make degunaya twice. 64,000 මදි වෙනවා debit side එකට. ඇයි? credit පැත්තේ ලියන දෙයක් debit පැත්තේ ලියන දෙයක් credit පැත්තේ ලිව්වොත් debit පැත්තේ දෙගුණයක් මදි වෙනවා. මතකනේ? මතකද? right? so debit පැත්තේ දෙගුණයක් මදි වෙනවා කියන්නේ suspense account එකට කොහෙද එන්නේ? debit පැත්තට එනවා 64,000. ඒක correct කරන්න suspense account credit 64,000. No debit entry. Why? The error only in the trial balance, right? So the answer is credit the suspense account, 64,000, right? Last question. Telephone charges of 2,000, although correctly recorded in the cash book, have been credited to the electricity expense account. Select the correct statement regarding the above incidents in correcting the above error. Okay. Now let's see again. Right. When we take about this one, telephone charges, cash book should be credited by 2,000. Telephone charges account should be debit by 2,000, but mistakenly we have credited to the electricity expense account 2,000. This is the correct entry, but we recorded like this. Understand? So how to correct it? To correct it, we debit electricity charges 2,000 to remove the to remove from the electricity account. We write 2,000 in the telephone charges account to record in the telephone charges account, and we credit the suspense account 4,000 to record both here. මේ චුට්ටක් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් තේරුණාද? ඔයාලට මෙහෙම තිබ්බේ නැහැ. නමුත් මේක හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. මෙහෙම එන්න ඕන එක. මෙහෙම නම් දැන් මුලින්ම මෙතනින් 2000 අයින් කරන්න ඕන. මෙතන 2000 ලියන්න ඕන. දෙකේම රෝල් එක සස්පෙන්ස් account එකට ක්‍රෙඩිට්. තේරුණා? දාන්න බලන්න thumbs up එක. උඩ ඇඩ්වාන්ස් එකක් දාලා තියෙන මෙතන. right? Hope it's clear to you. ඒ වගේ workings ගැහුවොත් it is easy for you. So what is the answer we can take? We can take the answer. The balance of the trial balance is not affected. No, the trial balance is affected by it goes to the suspense account. 4,000 should be credited to the suspense account. Yes, that is the answer. Only for the telephone and the electricity expense account will be affected. Rupees 2,000 should be debited from the electricity expense account, and rupees 2,000 should be credited to the telephone expense charges account. No, the opposite side, right? 2,000 should be debited to the electricity expense account, and 2,000 should be credited. Telephone එක debit වෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? Right? ඇයි මෙතන 4,000 වෙන්නේ මේ දෙකේම total එක suspense එක. Debit total එක credit total එක tally වෙන්නේ. Right? Okay, then only two things pending, but in Sinhala medium I found some errors in here. Let's give a try to do this. The answer the question number 36 and 37 using the information below. The balance of the bank account as on 31st January 2025 was 34,500. The bank transaction during the month of January are as follows: checks deposited, check issued, checks deposited. What is the balance of the bank account? Right. Okay. Now, මේගොල්ලෝ අහන්නේ එක අවුරුද්දක O-level pass paper එකක් දුන්නා. Bank statement එකක් අපි හැදුවොත්, when we prepare a bank statement, debit, credit and the balance. Debit, credit means the increase side, debit means the decrease side, right? So they are giving the closing balance. So the closing balance is how much? 34,500, right? Checks deposited means balance increase. Checks issued means balance decrease. Deposit means again balance increase. එතකොට අපි යට ඉඳන් උඩට එන්න ඕනේ. තේරුණාද? යට ඉඳන් උඩට එන්න ඕනේ. Here thumbs up. All good? Good. So now we need to come from the final balance. Api balu. Just wait. Right. දැන් බානේ යට ඉඳන් උඩට ආවම balance එක කීයද කියලා. Answer for the question number 35. For 35, the answer was 35. Discount received account credit, creditors account debit, number 4. Right? Now you can see in here, we need to come from down. 34,500 minus 15,000 යටින් ඉඳන් උඩට එද්දි රූල් එක මාරු වෙනවා. එතකොට මෙතන වෙන්නේ 19,000. තේරුණාද? right? යටින් ඉඳන් උඩට එද්දි මේකෙන් මේක අඩු කරාම තමයි එකතු පැත්ති වුණාට අඩු කරාම තමයි මේක එන්නේ. එතකොට 15,000 වලට 19,500 19,500 වලට 5,000 එකතු කරාම තමයි අපිට උඩට යන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ 24,500. ඇයි? මෙතන ඉඳන් මෙතන බැලන්ස් එක එකතු කරන්න ඕනේ. ඇයි? මෙතනින් මේක අඩු කරාම නම් මේක එන්නේ. මේකට මේක එකතු කරාම තමයි මේක එන්නේ. දාන්න බලන්න තමස. තේරුණා? ඊළඟට අරකට 12,500 අඩු කරාම මෙතන එනවා 12,000. 12,000. The answer is what? 12,000. 12,000. මතක තියාගන්න. අපිට ක්ලෝසින් බැලන්ස් එක දීලා ඕපනින් බැලන්ස් එක අහන්න. එතකොට ඩිපොසිට් කරපුවා අඩු කරන්න ඕනේ. විත්ඩ්‍රෝ කරපුවා එකතු කරන්න. මතක තියා. යට ඉඳන් උඩට යද්දි බැලන්ස් අපි රූල් එක මාරු කරනවා. The balance of the bank account on 31st January 2025 did not agree with the balance in the bank statement, and the reason for this was revealed to be a payment made on standing order to 2,500. Accordingly, the adjusted bank account balance was දැන් මෙතන බලන්න මොකක්ද අහන්නේ කියලා. bank statement එකේ closing balance එක කීයද? bank statement එකේ closing balance එක you know it's 34,500. right? මේක දැන් ඔයා දන්නවා අපි bank reconciliation එක හදද්දී bank statement එකේ balance එකනේ අන්තිමට එන්නේ. bank statement එකේ balance එක දීලා තිනවා 34,500. right? තේරුණා? දැන් මෙතන අහන්නේ payment on standing order 2,500 according the adjusted bank account balance. right. දැන් මෙතන ඔයා දන්නවා අපි උඩට ගන්න adjusted bank account plus minus දාලා දිනවා. මේකේ එකම reason එක මොකද්ද? payment on standing order. දැන් අපි හොයාගත්ත opening balance එක bank account එකේ opening balance එක 12,000, right? so 12,000 නම් opening balance එක adjusted bank account එක හදද්දී ඔයා දන්නවා අපි ගන්න මොකද්ද? මුලින්ම ගන්නේ bank account එකේ balance එක. bank account එකේ balance එක අරගෙන ඒකට standing orders අනම්මනම් අඩු කරලා අනිත් පැත්තට දානවා. in here 2,500 just wait. 34,500 minus 2,500 should be 32,500. මේ ගාන පොඩ්ඩක් ඕගලන්ට ඇඩ්වාන්ස්. ඒක නිසා මේක ඕනේ නැහැ ළමයි. ඒක හරියම උත්තරේ ගන්න විදිය මම කියන්නම්. මේගොල්ලෝ අපිට දීලා තියෙනවා bank statement එකේ balance එක දීලා තියෙනවා. මේකේ A level ගානක්. ඒක නිසා මම බැටි ඕගලන්ට කරන්න යන්නේ. adjusted bank account එකේ balance එක තමයි අපෙන් අහන්නේ. right? එතන අපිට opening bank account එකේ closing balance එක දීලත් නැහැ. මොකද මේ ඇවිල්ලා ළමයි bank sorry, this is the bank account balance, right? හරි. මේ දීලා තියෙන bank statement නෙමෙයි bank account balance. එතකොට ඔයාලට ගන්න පුළුවන්. bank account එකේ closing balance එක තියෙනවා 34,500. 34,500. so standing order දීලා තියෙනවා how much? 2,500. මම හිතුවා මේ bank statement එක. so this is the bank account, sorry, not the bank statement, this is the bank account. ඒතර මේකෙන් මේක අඩු කරාම ඔයාලට එනවා 34,500 minus 2,500, which means 32,000. it should be 32,000 in here. මම මේ bank statement එකක් ගැහුවට ඒක ඇත්තටම bank statement එක නෙමෙයි, ඔයා bank account එකක් ගහලා තමයි එන්නේ. bank account එකේ ඔයාලට closing balance එක දීලා තියෙනවා. BCD balance එක closing. right? BCD is 34,500. so ඔයා මේක checks deposit කරාම debit side 15,000. issued 5,000. checks deposit 12,500. ඔයා මේක උඩ opening balance එක හොයන්න නම් මේ පැත්තේ balance එක තමයි ඔයා හොයන්නේ. තේරුණාද? so මේ දෙකේ total එක මෙතනට දාලා මෙතනට දැම්මම මේක ඔයාට එනවා. ඒක ටිකක් advanced, right? send me a thumbs up again. hello. sorry, I thought this is the bank statement. ඒකයි මම මෙහෙම ගත්තේ. නමුත් this is all about the bank account. ඒතර bank account එක ගහලා ගෙවුවත් it's okay. bank statement එක ගෙවුවත් okay. right? So right ඒකයි මම පොඩ්ඩක් මේ යට එක ගද්දි මේව කරේ. right, okay. So these are the 40 MCQs. any concerns? පොඩ්ඩක් advance එක. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ටිකක් හිතන්න ඕන. are you okay up to here? ආයෙ record එක බලන්න. මේක හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න මේ දීලා තියෙන්නේ ළමයි මේ bank statement එක විදිහට මම ගත්තට this is all about the bank account. bank account එක ගහලා BCD balance එක දැම්මා, issue කරපුව අඩු කරා, මේව දැම්මා, මේ දෙකේ total එක අරන් මෙතනට දාලා ඒකත් මෙතනට දාලා මේ දෙක අඩු කරාම ඔයාට එනවා මෙතන 12000. you get the 12000. right, so hope you understood everything properly. if there's any concern you can refer the recording. you know our new classes, grade 11 classes starting from this December 6th onwards, right? make sure to write the answers for the second paper. I'm sending you the second paper. මම ගොඩක් වෙලාට සුබානි මිස් කරලා ඔයගලන්ට එවයි second paper එකේ වීඩියෝ එක ඔයගලන්ට ඉදිරියේදී හම්බේ. දැන්ට ලියලා තියාගන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉස්කෝලේත් පටන් ගන්න දවස් පහ වුණා තව ටිකක්. එහෙම තමයි තියෙන්නේ. මොනවාද හැමෝම පරිස්සමින් ඉන්න මේ ටිකේ අපි හම්බෙමු grade 11 classes. right, okay. Thank you for the participation. Bye. Nisarna, God bless. Stay safe.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Sir.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.